Yes, what's going on, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another cheeky little evening stream for you lads and lasses. Good evening all. We're here with the latest Manchester United goings-on, news, reaction of the day's goings-on, etc. And have a bit of a Q&A and a community chat vibe tonight. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining us and for getting in here for the stream. Good evening. Do us a favour at the start of this show, everyone. Smash that like button. Give us a big thumbs up. Share it around on the social medias if you want. And give us a repost on Twitter. That would be amazing. And subscribe, of course, if you're new to the channel. Hit the subscribe button. Big up everyone in the chat. Stay Gold. What's going on? Johnny, Matthew. Getting there. PJ, Brucey Bruce. What's happening there? Chris Jones. Hello. Alex Core. Yes, indeed. What's going on there? Mr. PJ, Matthew. We got in the live chat as well. NT, how are you, bro? Who else we got in here? J United. Let's be having you, my son. How you doing, lad? Gift. Johnny, everyone, thank you very much for joining. Gary1992 at the start with a highlighted member comment. Get in there, Gaza lad. Thank you so much. He comments and he says, hey, everyone. How are we feeling about the derby? Oh, you had to go there, didn't you, lad? You had to go there, didn't you? How are we feeling about the derby? I mean, I'm not feeling great about the derby, lad. I'm not feeling good about it at all, bud. No. Don't even really want to think about that, lad, to be fair, but, crikey. Look, stranger things have happened than Manchester United being able to get a result against Manchester shitty, cheating bastards at the end of the week, at the weekend, haven't they? You know, it's possible that United could get some sort of result from that game based on form, based on style, based on every aspect, metric you can measure football right now. For instance, team unity, spirit, being united, qualities, winning mentality, consistency, skill, squad depth, squad quality, everything. Unfortunately, we are coming out second best to the Manchester Cheaty at this moment in time. Doesn't mean that we'll lose the game, though. Football's a funny old game. It's a mank derby. Fucking come on, United! Smash up those City wank bags, please. Oh, wouldn't it just be so sweet to get our season back on track by administering a defeat to those Scouse, or not Scouse twats, those blue twats, or the Scouse twats as well. Fuck them and all. You know what I mean? But certainly we want to beat those blue twats, don't we? Yeah. Yeah, we do. By the way, Gary, thank you so much for another super chat here, boss. Hello to you. He says, evening, dude. Hope you're well. Thank you so much there, Gary1992. I'm not too bad, mate. Still a bit under the weather, but other than that, I'm not too shabba-labba. Thanks for asking. Get in there. Welcome aboard, by the way. Thank you very much to Gary1992 for the super chat there. Jassy Singh with a highlighted member comment right at the start of the show. He says, congrats to Glazers on their increase in profits. Get a hashtag Glazers out in there, mate. Absolute bunch of scum mollusks, aren't they, these guys? Oh, get in there, Unicorn Sky. Thank you so much, Unicorn Sky, for becoming a sausage soldier. Get in there, my son. Everyone, welcome Unicorn Sky to the channel membership there. I really appreciate that, Unicorn. Thank you so much for becoming a sausage soldier. Get in there. I didn't realise you were a streamer until recently. I literally saw J United's comment the other day, and I think it was it G-Wolf stream, or I can't remember now, but just talking about you streaming something, and I didn't realise you were streaming, so that's bloody awesome. Unicorn Sky, shout out to Unicorn Sky, check her out, she's a streamer, and thank you so much for becoming a sausage soldier there. Get in there, everybody. Welcome in Unicorn Sky to the Sausage Soldiers. Your name will be appearing in the outro now. Oh, yes. Tier 3 members and above appear in the outro of this video. So thank you so much for supporting the channel there. I really do appreciate that. Unicorn Sky, thank you so much there for getting in there. Very much appreciated. Also, we've got a highlighted comment here from Brucey Bruce. Thank you very much, Brucey Bruce. Says we will get smashed up. All right, steady on now, Bruce, lad. Struth, Bruce. You don't get a lot of Bruces these days, mate, unless you're in Australia. Bloody hell, Bruce. What are you talking about there? Calm down, Bruce. We might win the game. We'll have to wait and see, obviously. It's going to be probably a pure penetration. I'm not feeling good about it either. Just for a bit of fun, actually, let's get a score prediction in for the derby then. Go on, then. Get your score predictions in. I don't really want to ask. I don't even want to focus on this, though, because it's just horrible, isn't it? Manchester United a guff at the moment. I wouldn't be surprised if we do get battered, but we're not thinking. I don't want to think about that right now. Brucey, thank you very much for that. Okay then, 2-1 says Dave. How you doing there, Cinnamon? Cinnamon says, Pigsy likes a sausage soldier. Dipped in my egg in the morning, you're damn right. Bruce, what's going on, Matthew Smith? Brucey Bruce, yes, lad. G'day from down under, bro. Okay, anyway, so not a lot of people thinking that United have got much chance, but Staygod's positive, says 2-1. KK's going for 9-0. 3-1 to City, says Joshua. We are at home. 4-2 City, says Madhouse. 8-0 to City, says Alex Core. 3-1 to United, says Rajat. Yeah, you don't care about the derby until Sunday. I don't really want to think about it much until then myself, to be fair. No point thinking about it, is there? 4-1, says Larry. 4-0, says Bruce to City. 4-1 to City. We lose, says Duncan. 3-1 to City. 1-1 draw. Go on, King Boomy. Yes, King Boomy. Look, we're capable of getting something from the game. In all honesty, a draw would actually be a fantastic result, wouldn't it? Based on everything that's going on and the fact that City are just a better team than us, cheating their way to it, but they are a better team than us right now, on paper at the very least. 4-1 to City, says Caesar. 2-1, says PJ. 2-1, says Disco Dave. Unfortunately, once it's not an embarrassment. Not too bad, Kim. Thanks for asking. How you doing? Hello, Natalia as well. Cinnamon thinks it's going to be 4-1 to Manchiti. United 2-1 win, says Matty. Okay, fair enough. Well, honestly, my score prediction, I think we're going to narrowly lose. I don't think it's going to be a trouncing like everybody thinks, but I think we will narrowly lose. We should have our bollocks out on display for the derby, shouldn't we? The players should be performing with fire in their bellies. They should hopefully get a decent performance out of them. You know, the players should probably perform to a high standard as it's a Manc derby. Reality will set in though, and I think that we will be found out just the fact we're not as good a team as City right now, unfortunately. Simon Cowie, thank you so much, Simon, there. I do appreciate it for getting in here with a $9.99 super chat there. Thank you, Simon. Can we get some love in the chat there for Simon Cowie, who's got in there absolutely raw again, lad? Simon, thank you, boss. He says, Pig, I hate to say it, but I can see us getting hammered 5-1. Oh, God. You had to go there, didn't you, Simon, lad? Okay, fair enough. I can't really fault your thinking at this particular moment in time, just because of the form and everything. They're the treble winners of last season. They've not had the best of starts to their Premier League campaign, I suppose. Still much better than us. But we're only not, like 6 points behind them, though? There's everything to play for here. It's kind of a make-or-break game for United, isn't it? Because if we get trounced and they batter us 5-1, like you say there, then the chances of us actually being able to compete for anything this season within the domestic league is very, very low. Whereas if we actually manage to get even a draw or a win against Manchester City at the weekend, then crikey, that literally kickstarts our season and gives us a bit of confidence and points on the board to enable us to think, yeah, you know, we can comfortably get top four this season. Let's be having you. But without a win or a draw at the very least against City, it is back to the doldrums where we'll be looking very concerned about what's going to happen for this rest of this season. So it is a very important game. Let's just hope that we can turn up. Let's hope Ten Hag can squeeze some good performance out of them at the weekend. Vincent's going for 4-1 to United. Fair play to you, you know, fair play to you. It's a bold prediction, lad, but I like your style. Cinnamon, thank you for being a member here for what is actually getting on now for a year, 3 years and a half, mate. 3 years and a half nearly you've been here as a member of the channel. Thank you so much, guys. Get some big love in there, please, immediately for Cinnamon, who's a 38-month member. He says United's chances against Man City is the same as my chances when I try to chat up girls at a club. LOL. Cinnamon, what are you talking about, lad? Maybe you should try and chat up girls outside of book club, though. Do you know what I mean? Because, you know, you got more chance, like, pulling someone when you're at a bar where there's, you know, conversating, drinking, socialising going on, rather than meeting up to talk about Wuthering Heights, lad. That's your problem. You're trying to chat up chicks in the wrong place, lad. That's your problem. But no, okay, so United, yeah, fair enough. Come on, Cinnamon. You know what? I think just like us and just like you, there's a lesson to be learned here. Unfortunately, with our current owners and everything that's going on at the football club, we've got to lower our standards at the moment. We shouldn't, but right, realistically, can we expect to go and batter City? Probably not. Our standards need to be lowered. And just like you, Cinnamon, you need to lower your standards as well, lad. You're going into these drinking establishments, lad. You're trying to chat up ladies. Listen, mate. You're a 40-odd-year-old melter, lad. You ain't going to pick up no 22-year-old stunners these days, my son. You know what I mean? You're going to have to lower your expectations. Lower your expectations. Lower your standards. Here's a little expression for you, actually, here, Cinnamon, that might serve you well in future sort of, nights out where you're trying to go on the pool, lad. Ready? Here's a little expression for you to take to heart, lad. Go ugly early. You know what I mean? Go ugly early, my son. Okay? Go ugly early, lad. That's my advice to you, sir. Anyway, I'm just joking, by the way. All ladies are beautiful. Of course they are. What are you talking about? Anyway, thank you very much there, Cinnamon, for getting in there. But yeah, go ugly early, lad. Oh, what's that? We got 50 likes on the stream. Well, that's good. But you know what? That's kind of gas because we've got 157 legends in it. You what? Bacon Brigade, assemble. Take a second, if you haven't done so already, guys, if you're just getting in the stream, to smash that like button on it. Give us a big thumbs up on this video. Help us get to 100 likes on this stream. And subscribe if you're new to the channel. Get yourself involved, of course. That's what Cinnamon is saying. Right, anyway, well, thank you so much to Cinnamon for getting in here and being a member for 38 months. I do appreciate you, my lad. Honestly, one of the legends of the channel, to be fair. Yeah, the Cinnamon says, I swear Pig should be a comedian. Well, okay, maybe. Simon Cowie says, Pig, if we lose our next 2 league games, we could be sitting 15th. Simon Cowie, you had to go there, didn't you, mate? What's with the pessimism, lad? Come on. I know things haven't been the best for Manchester United this season so far. We are up against treble winners City at the weekend, right? But we don't need to be thinking about losing 2 games in a row right now. Let's think about getting a result against City. Let's stay positive. Come on. But I feel you, though, Simon Carey. Thank you very much for getting in it with a £10 super chat. Again, let's get some love in there for him. I mean, I don't want to think about that eventuality. I'm thinking about the eventuality that we win our next 2 league games. We beat City and upset them. We win the next one after that, and then we're back up in the top 4 positions, baby. That is what I'm thinking about, mate. You could call me an absolute mug for thinking that way, but that's what I'm thinking like. I'll tell you why. Because the other alternative of just expecting to get battered based on our charting players and form this season, it's just too damn depressing, mate. Okay, thank you, Simon Carey, for that, though, lad, though. Good point. I mean, we've got to be careful not to completely melt over the next few games. Right, anyway, we are here to discuss the latest Man United news. It's a bit of a slow news day, but I better get into it. So let's crack on. I mean, there are some speculative reports coming out this evening, right? That David De Gea, or yesterday evening and this morning, that David De Gea is on the agenda maybe for Manchester United to discuss a potential January return for this guy. Or a return to cover at least the January period when Andre Onana will be going off to the Africa Cup of Nations. You what? What's going on here then? I personally think this is an absolute bullshit story, but there you go. So the Sun was reporting it yesterday. Various outlets reporting it as well. I mean, let's be fair. I think this is just absolute speculative guff. There's no way that United are going to be able to do a deal with De Gea, I don't think. I know he's not doing anything. He's just sat around. He's literally, just chilling at night time, playing FIFA against Jadon Sancho every night, just chilling. He's not got himself a new club yet. Maybe he would jump at the opportunity to play for United on a short-term deal. Maybe that's true. We don't know. And actually, we could do a heck of a lot worse than going to get David De Gea for the remainder of the season to be a competitor for that goalkeeper position. Now, he's not the same type of player as Andre Onana. Would Eric Ten Hag be prepared to go back and bring in David De Gea after he's gone and let him go for free and basically clearly shown that he doesn't really want him and go and get Andre Onana and said, I don't see it. I just think it's a bullshit story, to be honest with you guys. There's a lot of information coming out about De Gea. He's not signed for a new club, so there's speculation mounting that maybe Man United could potentially offer him some sort of a short-term deal. I don't think it's going to happen, guys. It sounds like speculative paper talk guff to me. Just because, yes, Andre Onana is going to be going to the Africa Cup of Nations. That is a problem. He's done well recently. I just want to talk about Andre Onana for a second. So the last few games, he has performed very well. Last game, he got my man of the match, not just for the penalty save, but he also overall performed pretty damn consistently well throughout the game and had a good game. And I'm liking what I'm seeing. Finally, the first few games, consistent, decent performances from Andre Onana. It needs to continue. He needs to improve a lot further, but he's looking okay at this particular moment in time. I don't have a lot of high hopes for him based on the start of the season, but let's just hope it's one of those sort of like nightmare starts to a goalkeeper's sort of Premier League career, and he's melting And hopefully he's just turned the corner now, and now he's going to be absolutely mint. Xavi, by the way, thank you so much, Xavi, for the $5 super chat there, bro. Can we get some big love hearts in there for Xavi? Thank you, Xavi. He says, love your content, man. Thanks for the entertainment. Hey, thank you so much, Xavi, lad. Let's get some love hearts in there for Mr. Xavi. I appreciate you, sir. Thanks for watching. Thanks for enjoying, lad. Yeah, oh, exactly, Duke of Rodtown. It's absolute bullshit, isn't it? I agree with you. So I think it's because it's a slow news day for Man United the last couple of days. You know, there's nothing too crazy to talk about. There's no maimings or alleged sexual assaults going on or fucking Glazer bullshit housery going on. Any new stuff anyway. So it's a bit of a slow news day. So some of these outlets just looking for clicks from United fans. Genuinely how I feel about it, yeah. I just think it's a bullshit story, really. I don't think De Gea would even want to come back to United after being sort of cast aside by Erik Ten Hag. It's kind of clearly known Ten Hag doesn't really rate De Gea that highly, otherwise he'd have wanted to keep him at the football club instead of going to spunk 50 million quid on another goalkeeper. So I don't think De Gea is going to go back there. You know, I don't think De Gea is going to go back to United anyway, based on sort of what's happened. And I don't even know if United should do that, really, even though I think De Gea is a class player. I mean, let's ask the live chat, guys. Would you have David De Gea back at United for a season, say, yes or no? I mean, I definitely would. I definitely would, because I do think, yeah, the Africa Cup of Nations period of time is not going to be great when we've got Andre Onana going. De Gea is a great keeper who, if Andre Onana just absolutely shuts the bed, continues to shut the bed, then we've got De Gea. It would be a decent sort of bit of depth to have in that goalkeeper position. But how much money would he want per week? He was on a few hundred, £350,000 a week at Manchester United. He's not going to get anywhere near that. Would he come and play for us for a third of the price and just be a rotationary backup sort of goalkeeper? I doubt it. I just don't see De Gea wanting to do that. Hey, thank you very much for the super chat. Dutch Christ here, lad. He says, Doctor of Psychology and Philosophy. Mate, Dutch Christ, thank you so much. Says City v United. It's like Fury versus Onana this weekend. Only going to go one way. I think you might be getting two Cameroonians mixed up there, Dutch Christ, lad. You do realise Tyson Fury's fighting Francis Ngannou, right? Or are you saying that if Andre Onana fought Tyson Fury, then that would... I don't know what you're saying there, Dutch Christ. But anyway, Dutch Christ, you got it wrong there, lad. It's Fury versus Ngannou. But okay, fair enough. I believe it is only going to go one way as well. Tyson Fury will probably batter him. It's fair to say. It is probably fair to say yes, unfortunately. Let's calm it down a little bit here, though, Dutch Christ, lad. Let's just pretend for a second that United have a chance in this derby. You never know. Football is a funny old game. Thank you, Danny B, for getting in here with your hashtag 2-month member comment, lad. Come on, he says, do you think Slabby will keep his place? Yes, I do, actually, at this moment in time. Yeah, I'll tell you for two reasons why I think Slabby will keep his place in the side against Man City. So, first of all, he's actually looked decent in the last 3 games. This is 3 decent games from Slabby Maguire in a row. We've got a bunch of injury issues still at the football club. Can't get away from that. Martinez is out. Probably the strongest combination you could play against the Man City right now would be, I think it actually would be Maguire and Varane. Yeah, I'll tell you why. Because he is a low block defender, in my humble opinion. And if we're going to get any sort of result against City, it's probably going to be playing the sort of way that maybe Ole Gunnar Solskjaer managed to get some results against Manchester City, which is by being a tight defensive, counter-attacking side. And actually, when United are not necessarily on the front foot high up the pitch, I think Maguire can do quite well, particularly in a low block sort of a team. He's when we're a little bit deeper, I feel like he's a better player for whichever sort of team you're playing for, England included, if we're playing a little bit deeper. And if we're maybe not the team that's on the front foot, so to speak, so much. So City should be having a lot of the ball as they do and just working their chances and trying to craft chances against us. I don't think they're going to be coming to Old Trafford to play for a draw or anything like that. So, it's on United to defend resiliently. Slabby Maguire's a type of big unit. He can just head balls away all day, etc. He's a bit of a slabbo, isn't he? So maybe for that game, actually, Slabby could actually be decent for that game. So I'm going to say he does start in that game. What do you reckon, guys? Should Slabby Maguire start in that derby at the weekend? Smash a 1 if you think he should. Smash any other number if you think, what are you smoking on? He's mentally deranged. Let us know. Danny B, thank you so much for the 2-month membership, by the way. TCG Hub, what's going on, lad? Says, yes, Piggy, I'm trying to think of a song for United and Hoyland. Think I've cracked it. Go on then, get in there, my son. Let's hear it. Yeah, well, maybe Jams. I suppose we could go and get David De Gea to replace Andre Onana. It wouldn't be a surprise, would it? No, it definitely wouldn't be a surprise. Hey, we got another one here from Simon Cowie. Thank you so much. This Pig, the De Gea story started when he was seen at the Women's Super League game in the media talking 2+2 and getting 22. Yeah, it's not going to happen, is it? De Gea's got a lot of love for Manchester United as a club. He played for us for 12 years. There's no way, I don't think he's going to come back here and play for peanuts, though, and be a second fiddle. No, I don't think so. I mean, if he was going to do that, maybe they could have talked about that before they let him go. You know, I'm sure there were some options and explorations going on before he was allowed to leave. Okay, so yes, Ceesay says he probably should be playing. Stay Gold says yes. Maguire should be playing. Sadly, yes, says Jeff. Start Slabhead 1-1-1. Yeah, based on actual form, though, and performances, I'm not the type of person just to criticise somebody and say he's shite regardless. He has looked good the last few games. He's looked pretty good by his standards. Does it change the last 4 years of the club? No. But who's actually available right now? We don't have Martinez fit and available. If he was, it would be him and Varane as the options against City. So I think we just got to go with Slabo and Varane for the next game and hope that he has a great game. But I'm not looking forward to the likes of, say, Haaland up against Maguire. Ah, dear. Anyway, just quickly on Andre Onana and the David De Gea situation and everything. So Inter Milan confirmed that they received the payment from Manchester United for Andre Onana, and it was 50.2 million euros. 50.2 million euros. Only time will tell, really, if that's going to be money well spent on this goalkeeper. The other option was to keep De Gea, pay him a few £100,000 a week, but not have to pay a meaty upfront transfer fee, obviously, because he was already a United player. Or to spend 50 million euros on a new goalkeeper who hasn't hit the ground running yet. I still think he's going to be a good player for us, so I'm trying to remain optimistic. After the last few games, I have a bit of hope in my heart again about Andre Onana going on to do some very good stuff for United. But yeah, there you go anyway. Inter have confirmed it, that the public financial reports confirm that they received 50.2 million euros for Andre Onana. Is that good value for money? Is the answer I want to ask is the question I want to ask the live chat. Is that good value for money? 50.2 million euros for Andre Onana in the end. We've been bent over there, haven't we, guys? Only time will tell, though, I suppose. Your Absolution says yes. I mean, it's kind of the going rate. We were expecting to get a really top-class goalkeeper. I mean, let's face it, he's been nominated for Yashin Awards, Ballon d'Ors and things like this. No, says Stay Gold. No. Yeah, Nut says gash. No, says Ulster. No, says Connor. Standard numbers. Yeah, true, I guess, Red Ulster. Nothing crazy about it, is there, I suppose. It's sort of reasonably in keeping. I think that's a fair thing. Right, okay, I've got something, not so fantastic to talk about, actually, which is Alejandro Garnacho posting on social media. He's had a fucking mare, this lad. What was he thinking? Oh, by the way, thank you, Luan. Says 105 likes. We could do better, guys. Smash the thumbs up. Thank you so much, Luan France, you absolute legendess of a mod. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yes. Yeah, do hit the likes, guys. Hit the subscribe if you're new. As you can see, we've just hit 76,600 subscribers. Come on our way to 77,000 subscribers. So if you are new, please do hit the subscribe button. Right, what is going on here with Alejandro Garnacho, man? So Alejandro Garnacho could face disciplinary action over a social media post in which he used gorilla emojis over a picture of Andre Onana's penalty save. Garnacho deleted the post, once advised of the potential racial connotations involved, but the FA is aware of it and could yet charge him with a breach of guidelines around racially sensitive social media posts. Oh, for fuck's sake! You know what I mean? Like, there's always something going on. There's some sort of gash controversy going on, isn't there, at this football club? Obviously, he's not being racially abusive to his teammate or anything. He's just been stupid here and posted the wrong sort of... He should have... I think he was just trying to say that this guy's a bloody tank out there, This guy's a beast of a man. And so here's some beast emojis, for this guy. Probably should have been better using like a lion or something, or, I don't know, or just writing a hashtag fucking beast or something, rather than doing that, shouldn't he? So it's pretty silly there from Garnacho. I don't think there's obviously no malice in it. There's no intention to abuse his teammate or anything. It's obviously silly, yeah. It's obviously just a silly move from Alejandro Garnacho, so I don't think he should be getting suspended or anything like that. It's clearly just, he hasn't done anything wrong as far as I'm concerned. He's just been a little bit insensitive. He's been a little bit insensitive. Jamza says he should be banned for it, in my opinion. What a load of shite, Jamza. you would want that as a bloody Chelsea scummer. Exactly. Chewbacca says Onana's already responded about it. Non-story. It's just nothing, is he? He's not meant to do anything. He's not meant to abuse his teammate. Fair enough if it's something that's like a racially charged thing and he's put something on there about a rival teammate that's horrible. He should face the full extent of the punishments from the Premier League and stuff. But this, he shouldn't be punished for this. He shouldn't be punished for this at all. It's absolute silliness. Exactly. The Vutinator says Onana has already come out and defended him, saying it was meant as a beast in both countries. Precisely. He's just calling him a beast. He's saying this man is a beast of a goalkeeper. He's not saying anything else. So very, very, let's face it, silly. Bit of an insensitive post from Alejandro Garnacho, but he just wasn't thinking, was he? He's not trying to, he's not trying to be racist or anything. It's just silliness. Exactly. FCG says, why are people offended for people who isn't even offended? Precisely, FCG. It's just pure silliness, isn't it? I mean, it is a silly move from Alejandro Garnacho, but, Luan says, as a black person, I see nothing wrong, as Onana said. It means strength. He should have been more thoughtful, though. Precisely. It just means like strength, like a beast. Beast mode. He's saying Andre Onana beast mode with that penalty save. That's literally what it is. Exactly, Thugger. We are overly sensitive. He was not being racist. Us sensitive pansies just overreact. Silliness, isn't it? Big overreaction there. But I don't think he should face any punishments here, is all I'm saying. There's a little bit of controversy about it, of course. I guess some people could take it the wrong way, but there's no way in hell he's racially abused his teammate there after he's, saved the game. It's just an accident, a slip up, a bit of an insensitivity there from Alejandro Garnacho, and he'll learn from it. So there you go. I don't think any punishment should be taking place for Alejandro. Rory, how you doing, Rory? Thanks for the super chat. He says he should do an Uno reversal and say he was talking about Maguire, and it's the FA who's racist for thinking he was talking about Onana. Bloody hell, Rory! But didn't he post it on a picture of Andre Onana, lad? That's the issue here, Rory C, bro. But hey, thank you so much, Rory C, for getting in here, Raw, with a super chat, lad. Uno reverse. Exactly. Oh, says it's nothing. The pick itself tells you everything. Precisely. I don't think he should get a ban. I mean, Jamsa says that Cavani got a 3-game ban for the same thing. Did he, though? I'm not so sure if it was exactly the same thing. I can't remember now what the incident you're referring to, but fair enough if you're telling me that. Look, Garnacho, I don't believe needs to be punished for this. He I'm sure, realises how sort of how silly it was, I suppose, to post something like that with connotations that some people could misconstrue. He certainly wasn't trying to be racist anyway. Exactly, Alan. Onana will defend Garnacho. Precisely. They literally make things up as long as a new strength. Exactly there, Adam. But they're always trying to drive a wedge between United players, aren't they? Rory says, no, it was like 5 players celebrating was the pick. Right, okay then, Rory. Fair play. Yeah, well, I haven't actually seen the picture, so fair play to you. Well, in that case, yeah, the FA being absolutely fucking scumbaggy. Do you know what I mean? Nobody's going to punish Alejandro Garnacho for this, I don't think, anyway. Right, okay, so just wanted to talk about that for a second anyway, because it has been going on today. Right, so yeah, David De Gea, very unlikely. I think it's a bullshit story, that guy's personally. Andre Onana is our goalkeeper. He's been doing much better recently. Yes, he is going away to the Africa Cup of Nations in January. We've got other options behind him to cover for that period. It's not ideal. I personally would take De Gea back if he was prepared to come back on a short-term deal and play for a lot less money, which is unlikely, and would even want to go back there to United to be second fiddle and go and play for the manager, Erik ten Hag, who clearly didn't even want him. That's the reality there. Simon Kelly, thanks for another super chat, boss. He says Garnacho should have used a tank instead, but the FA do take them things seriously. Even Onana says he didn't see it as racist. It wasn't racist, that's why. Yeah, Simon, thank you so much. It wasn't racist, was it? You can clearly see his meaning, that he's just trying to suggest that they're beasts, basically, that he's a beast. You can clearly see he's not trying to be racist there. No way. No bloody way. So I think it is a blown out of proportion already. The FA might do something, like you say, they take things seriously. If they do, it's a debacle, and it just goes to show you what a gashtastic, sensitive society we have become when people have to try and be offended on other people's behalf who aren't even offended. Obviously, Andre Onana has come out and said, you know, he's not got any issue with it. It just means like he's a beast in both cultures, you know what I mean? Obviously, a gorilla is a big, strong, beastly, majestic beast, and he's just saying that Onana performed like a fucking tank, and the team performed like a fucking tank by saving that penalty, etc. So, yeah, I think it's just been blown out of proportion there. You would never be offended, says Alex Core. Respect. I mean, listen, if it was something serious, like some serious, racism going on, then yes, there's a right to be offended, but not for something as silly as this, where he's clearly not meant any malice with it, really. Exactly, Ulster. If it hasn't bothered Onana, that should be it. Precisely agree with you, yeah. Okay, right then, so let's just move on just a little bit here. We've got a couple of other stories to discuss before we get into a little Q&A. We are doing FIFA tonight as well. Amrabat, permanent. Should Manchester United make Sofyan Amrabat's transfer permanent, guys? Yes or no? Have you been impressed enough with him so far to warrant him staying permanently? It's a yes from me, Carol. He's very, very good value for money, this guy. We've already got an agreement in place, I think, as well. The overall cost of the deal could be somewhere around about 30 million. I mean, for the sort of player that you're getting there, the versatility of the player, I don't think he's, going to prove to be a world-class entity or anything. But I'll tell you something, he's very, very much workhorse. He works hard. He's versatile. He's physical. He's a good passer. He's technically good. We could do a heck of a lot worse. I like him from what I've seen so far of him. Remember, he's been playing out of position in a bunch of games as well and just doing a job for Man United. Very unselfish. And he's performed reasonably good over the course of his, few Manchester United games that we've seen from him so far. So it's a yes from me. I definitely would be interested in taking him permanently, just here on a loan capacity at the moment. He'll have plenty more time to prove himself, but from what I've seen so far, looks like he could certainly be a good addition to the squad for us, yeah. Johnny says yes. Red Olsen says yes. Stagon says no. Rajat says it's too early. Alan says yes. Braindead Drop says no. Gattuso says no. Maddow says yes. Keep him. Let's wait a few months, says Sanjay. Yes, that's right, Smoky Sniper. Yep, Inter have received the 50.2 million euros outstanding there for Andre Onana. It showed in their reports, their accounts. Not sure yet, to be honest, says your absolution. Duncan says yes. Unsure on Amrabat, but the team is so dysfunctional it's hard to tell. Yes, says Stephen. He's been good, says Natalia. Yes, but no for Casemiro. We need a young CDM, says King Boomy. Yes, says Connor. Bag a few goals, 2 along the way. Good backup, says make the most of it. Too early to tell, I think. Danny says yes. Yeah, I think he's quite popular with the fan base. It is very early to tell fully. It's very early to tell fully. I mean, a few decent games here and there doesn't really dictate you becoming a permanent fixture. It doesn't look like Sabitzer, for instance. Sabitzer was good for us for a couple of games, but there were some issues there, injury issues and inconsistencies and things like that, and I guess we didn't see the value in it in the end. The same could be said for Amrabat, depending on how he does throughout the rest of the season, but if he performs well, then I'm sure he'll get the permanent transfer. That's true, SCG. Well, I think there's the agreement already in place, isn't it? So we paid an upfront fee, and then I believe there is already an agreement in place. It's somewhere around about total 30 to 35 million euros for the total overall transfer of him. So we've got the option to exercise. Angie, thank you, Angie MUFC. Oh, I love that prediction. Thank you for the £2 super chat there, Angie. Says 2-0 to United. Come on, United. Well, look, that's the positivity I want to see. Going into that game, everyone's writing us off. You just never know. We could turn up with a monster performance and surprise a few people. Go on, Angie. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Jamser says, would you say Mount still has a United future? Because I can't. Yeah, I definitely would say he's got a United future, Jamser. He's only 24, man. He's come here during a bad period of play for the overall team as well. Can't be easy slotting into a struggling side. Look, you know my thoughts on Mount. I'm not going to pretend like I think he's a top-tier player or anything. He's a squad player for United. We paid 60 million for a squad player. But he's only 24, English homegrown talent, seems to have a good mentality. I could see him go on and do some good things for us. Will he ever be, one of the top-tier players at the club? Probably not. But as a squad player, somebody to rotate throughout the squad, someone to come in and do a job at number 10 for Bruno sometimes, or maybe to do a job out wide sometimes, or play a little bit deeper sometimes. Like, he's a versatile player in the sense that we could just bung him in there for a number of players in that midfield area. So, I don't know. But I'm not a big lover of him, to be honest. Not a big lover of him, to be honest. But he is only 24. Give him a bit of time to stay gold. Yeah, exactly. Hope he's not another Sancho. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Right, okay, so, yep, there's that then, guys. Amrabat permanent move could be on the agenda. Just a bit of interest from Newcastle United in McTominay that doesn't seem to be going away. This has been a link that's been going on for a year or so now. But reportedly, Newcastle United could make a move for Scott McTominay in January if Sandro Tonali's banned from footballs as long as anticipated. Hasn't he been given a 10-month ban? I heard just earlier on, Tonali, so crikey. Sorry, I just find that funny that Newcastle United spunked all that money on Sandro Tonali. He's come in there, high expectations like a beast. And he's banned, mate, for being a cheating bastard. Do you know what I mean? For being a betting, cheating bastard. So there you go, Sandro Tonali. But if that's the case, then perhaps they could be interested in Scott McTominay. There was interest from other clubs in the summer transfer window. It didn't materialise, did it? The question I have for the live chat here is, would you allow Scott McTominay to be sold to Newcastle in January for £30 million? Yes or no? Would you allow him to go for 30 million quid, say? Which is probably sort of his valuation, but interesting. I mean, it's interesting. He's done himself quite a lot of good lately in terms of like improving his stock at the club by showing what he can be, a bit of a useful player going forward and off the bench. I mean, in my humble opinion, I've seen enough from Scott McTominay over the years to say that he's a bang average player, but you'd be selling a player in their prime who's getting better, who's doing the business for club and country at the moment, to be fair. I don't know, you know. A short while ago, I snapped your hand off for 30 million for Scott McTominay. But do we actually need him as a backup? He's definitely not a starter. Definitely not a starter, but do we need him for someone to chuck on late in games when we need a goal? I mean, he's kind of a handy player to have, isn't he? Rajat says, defo, based on his recent scoring prowess, he's a decent player to have. Stephen says, yes. I bet you didn't see that coming. No, says Alex Core. Now we should keep him. Keep him. No, we want 45 minutes to stay gold. Yes, please, says Nsalia. I mean, I fundamentally would sell him, to be honest. I still would sell him. I've seen quite enough from him, but he is a useful player. Simon Cowie says, no, we should keep him. Yeah, don't let the recency bias fool you. Exactly, Ivo Bozic. Yeah, we've seen enough from him for many years to be able to realise that he is a bit of a bang average melt. Do you think AC Milan have pulled a fast one here because surely they knew that the ban was coming, says James Arnax? Yeah, maybe so, lad. Good job by them. Palming it off onto Newcastle, you're shited. McTominay improved significantly as of late, isn't an anomaly. Only for 50 million so that we sign Pedro Goncalves. Well, if we can certainly get a bit more money from it, it makes a lot more sense. 30 million is minimum, isn't it? You'd sell and buy a player Ten Hag wants. Yeah, precisely. He has Champions League experience, squad player for us. Yeah, big player for Scotland as well. You know, and look, recently come off the bench and done some good things for us. FCG says, I would say sell him, try to aim for 50 million. Sell him, we have Mainu and Hannibal, they need games. That's a good point. We've had injury issues in that mid, haven't we? So once Mainu's back and Hannibal should be getting chances ahead of McTominay as well. I agree with that. Get rid, says PJ. But I'm talking about using Scott McTominay as basically a centre-forward substitute, you know, to come on late in games where you need a goal. D-Train says just because you score a goal doesn't mean you're a good player. Yeah, definitely the case. You would invest in a better CM. It's more useful as a starter, says Jimmy, McTominay or Anthony. Yeah, I think we're mostly in agreement. Some people say they would keep him, but I would still allow him to go if the price was right. I still think he's limited to just being a body to chuck on at the end of games and hope to get you a goal. It's not like this guy's Ruud van Nistelrooy or anything in front of goal either. You know, he could just be having a decent little bit of a spell. That's the most likely situation. Right, okay, so yeah, don't really see McTominay go into Newcastle in Jan, but apparently there's some interest there because of the Tonali situation. They might well be interested in taking him. Well, if the price is right and we could go and reinvest that money, then maybe it'd be worth letting him go. McTominay's United top scorer this season. That's a serious issue. Bloody hell, Chrissy J, that is unbelievable. Is that true? Stay Gold, thank you very much for getting in here with a 5 membership gifter. Get in there, my son, come on. Thank you so much, Staygold. Get some big love in the chat for Staygold. Very, very kind of you, Staygold. Thank you so much, bud, for gifting out 5 members, honestly. That is bloody awesome, lad. Brain Dead Drop has got one. Make the most of it. Apples, Oranges, Ivo Bozic has also got one. And also Smoky Sniper. All made members of the channel thanks to the legend that is Staygold. Seriously, that's very kind of you, Staygold. Thank you very much for making these legends members of the channel, mate. Much love to Staygold, everybody. Get some big love hearts in there for you. Thank you, boss. Thank you for making 5 people's dreams come true there by initiating them into the Bacon Brigade, lad. You're a legend, sir. Thank you, Stay Gold, lad. Nice one, lad. Nice one. And welcome aboard to the 5 new members. Please do say thank you to Stay Gold if you've just been given a membership there. Nice one, lad. Top lad. Absolute top man. Okay, just a couple of little things to discuss very quickly. Slow news day, as I say. Sancho to Saudi Arabia in January. Yeah, that's looking kind of the most plausible out of any move for him at this moment in time. I agree with Laurie Whitwell here. He says that a move to Saudi is considered the most plausible for Jadon Sancho, as European teams will struggle to match his salary. Borussia Dortmund couldn't even afford half his salary. He's just on too much money at United. The only clubs that will be willing to take him, even in a short-term loan move, are teams that are spunking the money left, right and centre, that have a lot of money and a lot of resources to spend. So Saudi Arabia probably makes the most sense for him. There's no way back for him at United now, I don't think. I mean, there is even reports that he's basically been prohibited from everywhere in the club. We heard reports about this a couple of weeks ago, actually, that he'd be, he'd been banished from the canteen and all the rest of it, and these reports aren't going away. So Laurie Whitwell says that Jadon Sancho is prohibited from using Man United's first-team canteen. Instead, his food is brought to him in a lunchbox across the walkway at Carrington. What? If that's true, I'm sorry, but things are getting a bit petty. At the football club from us. Look, I know he's been a little bit of a rude individual. He's decided he doesn't want to play that hard, maybe doesn't want to train that hard. But what is this report that says that we're sending over his lunch in a little lunchbox? I don't know what this is all about, guys. Surely this is not true. But if it is true, that's fucking brilliant. Oh, Jadon Sancho prohibited from using Man United's first-team canteen. Instead, his food's brought to him in a lunchbox across the walkway at Carrington. He has to have himself a one-man picnic every single day on a blanket. You know what I mean? What's that all about? Anyway, it seems a little bit harsh if it's true, but surely that's not the case. I don't know. Oh, dear. Oh, nice one, Rajat. We got 125 likes. Thank you, everyone, for hitting the like button on this video. Yeah, let's see if we can get 169 likes on this stream tonight, then. Thank you so much, Rajat. Please do give us a little like on the vid, subscribe if you're new, and get involved in the chat as well. A tray under the door. That's it, like he's in jail, this lad. Crazy shit, says Manas. Thomas the Tank Engine lunchbox. Oh, Stay Gold, I know. It sounds funny, doesn't it? But apparently that's the case. I don't know if it's legit, but whatever. Apparently he's prohibited from eating at the canteen with the rest of the people. Has to eat on his own in detention. He's in detention, this guy. Do you know what, though? Don't feel that sorry for him. He sort of made his bed here. He's on huge money. I don't feel bad for him at all. He should be playing to honour the shirt and honour his contract and fighting his hardest to get back in the side. Not having this whole ego dispute with Erik ten Hag at this moment in time. It's pathetic, isn't it? So see you later on, Jadon. I've had enough of hangers on at the club. Rory C, thank you so much for the €5 super chat here, Rory. He says, how the fuck did we give him such a whopper contract? Same for Anthony, 20k to 200k. Arnold and Murtaugh need to be kicked out. Yes, they do indeed, don't they, Rory C? I completely agree. Terrible sort of management going on there. Wage structure is an issue and always has been in recent years at Manchester United. Certainly offering players too much money undermines a lot of the players in the squad. It also makes it tricky to sell these players. That's why Maguire is quite content to stay when he was wanted to be sold in the summer. Obviously, Man United were prepared to cash in on him and send him to West Ham. He's on 200k a week at United. It makes it hard to move on. A lot of the players at the football club over the years have been hard to move on. We have to wait for players like Pogba to leave on a free, or David De Gea was on huge cash for a goalkeeper. Probably justified now when you look at sort of his contribution, but he was on huge cash. Lots of players given too much too soon. Sancho on several £100,000 a week just doesn't add up for what he's achieved in the game or at United. He's not achieved that much in the game before we signed him, and he certainly hasn't achieved anything at United, yet we were giving him huge money contracts. Signing Mason Mount, I don't know what Mason Mount's on weekly, but I'm guessing a lot, and giving him the number 7 shirt immediately. It's a debacle. We need to start making these players earn their place in the side and earn their wages at the football club before we just hand out large contracts. OP Dragon, thank you very much for your 4-month member comment. Appreciate you, lad. Hashtag 4 for OP Dragon says, Pig is an absolute legend. Hero, Don of Dons, man. Much love, everyone. Legend 69 dudes. Oh, thank you, OP Dragon. What a nice message, lad. Thank you for supporting the show by being a 4-month member, you legend. Get in there, my son. Appreciate it, lad. Anyway, I've had enough of talking about Jadon Sancho. The guy's an absolute melt. Let's just hope that we can move on from him very, very soon. Just a couple of things I want to talk about. You've just said it, actually, in regards to, Arnold and Murtough need to be kicked out. So there is a report here that says just that could be the case if this Sir Jim debacle goes ahead. So there is a report here from Laurie Whitwell again that says that Richard Arnold's likely to leave Man United in the event that Sir Jim Ratcliffe's bid for minority investment gets confirmed. Arnold was made chief executive in February 2022, but new ownership structure seen as presenting an appropriate time to step away. See you later on, Arnold. No one gives a shit. It's not like he's kicked us on or taken us anywhere, done anything else. You know, the likes of Murtough, the likes of Arnold, they're just Glazer shills like anyone who came before, basically, as far as I'm concerned. See you later on, wank bags. I've had enough of their gas-tastic lies and bullshit at this football club, to be fair. They're just Glazer yes men. So, yeah, hopefully that's the case. Hopefully that's the case, and we see these people step aside. I think we could do a heck of a lot better with people in the hierarchy of this football club. You know, we need, like, full-on general manager that knows what's going on. We need, like, a, you know, football finance people who know about spending finances in football. It's not just about being wanky bankers and finances in general. You need to know how to allocate things in a football club and run it properly. We do give players too much wages. We do spend too much money on underperforming, overhyped players, etc. You know, we've generally just been pretty poor all the way along. And you're right, Arnold is a liar. How many times have we heard at these fan debates and things like that where they've said, oh, this is what's going to be happening, and it just doesn't materialise. Bullshit, yeah, exactly. Glazer puppets. Arnold's crap, yeah, exactly. Just a bunch of Glazer puppets, lads. So I'm with you. I hope that does happen. I hope they do go. You know my thoughts on the whole Sir Jim Ratcliffe takeover, though, or, you know, certain minority stake they'd be putting. It just doesn't really add up for me. We need to sell the football club fully. I'm not even going to get into that tonight because it's just too depressing. Just on United's finances and things like this, though, I mean, how shocking is it that this football club's just getting more and more in debt? So here's a report from Kieran Maguire on social media that says that United's football net debt, which is defined by UEFA as borrowings, plus net transfer instalments owing, cash, hits a record £862 million. It was 12 million when the takeover took place in 2005. Fuck off, Glazers! This is what they've done, languish our club in massive monster debt. Unbelievable. £862 million in football net debt. That's what this is. A shocking situation to be in for a club like United. So we just needed them to sell the football club and get gone so that potentially somebody like, say, a Sheikh Jassim was prepared to buy the entirety of the football club, would then be prepared to clear the debts of the football club as well and to invest heavily in all areas of the football club. So we're not going to get that, guys. We're just going to stay languishing in a shitload of debt, servicing debts, while the corrupt Glazers siphon money out of our football club. It's a repeat process from them every single season, it seems, paying out dividends even though United are underperforming and struggling on the pitch, and just selling off shares any which way they can, pump and dump type schemes going on, it seems to me. Absolute fucking disgrace. Yeah, exactly, Woody. Terrible negotiators at the football club, lad. Terrible negotiators. Right, I'm just going to get into the chat for a few minutes, guys. It's a slow news day tonight. Going to get into the chat for a few minutes. Do us a favour, smash that like button, subscribe, get in the chat for a bit. We'll have a little bit of a Q&A here. Then I've got to wrap it up because we're going over to do a FIFA stream on the gaming channel Flying Pig Gaming. If you're not following Flying Pig Gaming, make sure you do, because we're on there with regular content on YouTube doing the gaming streams, and we're back on there tonight doing a cheeky little FIFA stream, so come and join us for that. But yeah, make sure you hit the subscribe on this video, get yourself in for the last few minutes where we're going to have a bit of a Q&A for the last 5-10 minutes. So let's be having you. Thank you, everybody, for listening to me just go on there about pretty much not very much information. Good stuff. All right, hang on a sec. I've melted. Okay, great. Yeah, thank you, guys. So let's just see who's in the chat here very quickly. Give me una memento. Hey, we're nearly at 150 likes. Thank you, everyone, for smashing that like button as well. I do appreciate that. So FC24 stream is here. I'll pin it to the top of the live chat. Come and join us for this. Literally started immediately after this show tonight. We're going to get on there and play some games, so come and hang out. Right then. Pig Sky went through the club's finance and the debt was only 505 million, says Simon Carey. Yeah, I don't really trust Sky, to be honest with you. I mean, how do we know exactly the what's the word, the figures? I guess we don't know exactly the figures, but there's a lot of speculation going on. I mean, I think we are probably still, I think a lot of these reports are true that we're about 800 to 900 million in debt. It makes sense. I mean, they bought the club with bloody 800 million worth of debt. Seems like all they've really done is just put us more and more in debt. Exactly. Sky did not include transfer debt, says Rory. Exactly, Rory. Good shout. This is like net spend, net football spend. This includes like player outstanding installments and all sorts of shit going on as well. So that's a different sort of a metric they're using anyway. Thank you, Michelle Ellis. Love listening to you. Go on, Pig, says Michelle Ellis. Thank you, Michelle. Sky did not include the transfer debt. Yeah. Did you do the giveaways? No, I haven't actually, Jamza. Thank you very much for reminding me, bro. I haven't actually, mate. No. Shit. I'll have to do that in a bit on the other stream. And some people wonder why they want these parasites out, says the Vutinator. Precisely. Business credit cards, says Sanjay. Simon says Onana will not keep a clean sheet on Sunday with Haaland in good form. We'll be back to his Mr. Unsafe hands. A bit of a negative stance to take, Simon, but you could be right. He's not looked that great lately, has he? But he's done well the last few games, mate. We've got to keep faith in these players to hopefully perform and step up. Come on, Andre Onana. He's turned the corner. He's going to be a beast for us. That's the optimistic mentality I'm taking. Smash a one if you've got a bit of faith in Andre Onana at the minute. Until otherwise, I'm sticking with him. He looks, I mean, a few games ago, I was ready to just bid him off. But he has come back and shown good determination and shown a good mentality to fight for his place. He seems a really nice lad. I'm going to give him a bit of time. I'm going to give him a lot of time here, Andre Onana. He deserves it. It's not like he's had years and years of gash performances like the likes of Slabo Maguire or people like that who's actually looked decent the last few games. Onana's fresh to the side. He's had a rough start. Let's hope he can kick on and do some great things. Natalia getting in there with those Onana emojis. Yes. We start Maguire 2 for City. I think we probably will end up starting, in fact, Chinese Gaming. Yeah, I honestly do. I think him and Varane actually makes a bit of sense up against City for that particular game as well. Because we'll be on the back foot for a good bit of it. And Slabby's an okay low block defender, as I've said many times. He can get his big slab on the ball from crosses and things like that. It's just really like when he gets caught napping on the break for opposition teams, where his pace and lack of positioning prowess and everything causes him issues. But if he's further back, deeper down the pitch, I feel he's actually a pretty good defender. Lindelof will probably get bullied, says Rajat. Simon says because the figures come from the stock market, the financial reports, the official reports that's given to the FA and UEFA. Well, fair play to you, my son. Simon Cowie going in here raw, lad, with some statisticals. We love it. Rory C says, I'm just delighted it's a bank holiday in Ireland on Monday. We'll be drowning my sorrows or celebrating. Nice one, Rory. What bank holiday is it, lad? That's awesome, Rory. Thank you so much for another super chat there, you legend. Thank you so much, honestly. I appreciate that, lad. Get in there, you don. Guys, unfortunately, I'm going to have to wrap this video up, but if you want to talk United, come over to the gaming stream now on the gaming channel, Flying Pig Gaming. There's the link right there in the chat. I'm going to pin it to the top of the live chat there as well. Please do check that out. Go and check out the gaming stream over on the gaming channel, Flying Pig Gaming. Come and hang out with us. We're going to be on here chatting United, chatting football, chatting FIFA, playing some games, chilling out, having a bit of bounce until the wee hours of the morning. So come and hang out with us, peeps. We're going over there. That's the end of the news stream tonight. It's just a slow news day, isn't it? It's a slow news day. So, not much to discuss, really, but just great chat with the Bacon Brigade, as always. Shout out to the mighty community on this channel. Thank you so much, each and every one of you, for getting in here. Smash a like on the vid. Smash a subscribe if you're new to this channel, of course. Click the bell icon for notifications so you don't miss the streams. Thank you, Ben Dorr. Thank you, Stagol, once again, for gifting out 5 members, you don. Very kind of you, lad. Thank you, Simon. Thank you, Haggis. Thank you, BD Zombie, getting in here. Appreciate you, lad. Anna Masquiff, Johnny, everyone, Your Absolution, Timmy, Stephen. Just a short one from us tonight, guys. But we'll keep you up to date with all the latest United news in a no bullshit way. We don't just jump on and pump out 3 or 4 videos about nothing. We just come on and talk about the stuff as and when there is stuff going on. And of course, we are going to basically have an evening stream every single night, regardless, even if there is no news, just to have a chat. Kind of like this one. So thanks for watching, everybody. Cheers, Connor. Cheers, Vutinator. 150 likes. Thanks, everyone who's dropped a like on it. Cheers, guys. Thanks, everyone. Have a good evening. But more importantly, come over. The evening doesn't have to finish there. Come over to the gaming channel right here. Link in the description. And I'll see you literally in a couple of minutes' time for a FIFA stream. See you in a bit, guys. Thank you for watching. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick. Thank you, Adam. At Flying Pig United. Flying Pig United on all social medias. Also, the gaming channel is Flying Pig Gaming. Click the link in the video there. Cheers, guys. Thanks, everybody else. Simon Cowie, Howard, make the most of it. DC Skyline, Natalia, all the mods, all the members. Thank you so much for watching. That's it from me. Come and join us for the gaming stream right now. See you in a bit. And remember, Piggy loves you. Also remember, when the seagulls follow the trawler, as this is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much.